Hello and welcome to the premiere edition of... In this episode, I got my wife's going to town rig here, a 2016 Jeep Patriot, and it's gotten so it's having some hesitation issues upon acceleration. And I found out that I was delinquent on getting the spark plugs replaced, so I'm hoping that's the issue. So today we're going to change the spark plugs on this 2016 Patriot. Anyway, not going to waste any time getting into it. The first step is taking these coils off the top of the spark plugs. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. And pull these red tabs back. Like this. Come on. After that, we take our Torx wrench. I believe this is a T30 if I'm not mistaken. T27, okay. I was mistaken. And we take these Torx screws off here. Can't seem to find my 1/4 inch ratchets. I'm going to use a torque wrench, which is really overkill, but we'll get the job done. Oh, it wasn't even tight. Also, when I pulled it up here, I realized that we're overdoing the oil change. Not by much, just a couple days. But I take care of that immediately after this, but darn, I don't have any oil here, so I'm going to have to make a run to town in a little bit, get some oil. We might do that later on. Depends. Now, come on, let's... Alright, got one coil up. God, she's a long ways down there. 2. Yeah, we've got to separate this one. Come on. Alright, got that one up. Oh, come on, what is your problem? I'll put that screwdriver right there. There we go. Pull that one all the way off. Smells like grease. Alright, so these are all ways down, so I got extra deep well spark plug socket. Stick that down there. Again, wrench this thing out. There we go. Have it. Also, one other thing, while I looked down there, I noticed that these holes are nice and clean. If I saw any kind of dirt or anything down there, I'd go get anything from a leaf blower to some compressed air. Somehow or another, I'd blow it all out. Go get a shop vac. Any one of them will do the trick. But this one's nice and clean, so I didn't worry about it. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Not awful. I don't see any signs that it's running poorly, but that electrode, yeah, she looks like she may have seen her better days. Well, this has got a little bit of white on it. Huh. It looks like it may be getting a little hot. If I got one cylinder that's causing me a problem, I'm willing to bet it's that one. But we'll take a look at all of them. They all look fairly consistent. I got one that's a little lighter than the rest. As they go down the... Show you, this is the one I just pulled out. She's a little dark up on the insulator. Yeah. Doesn't look terrible, but it does look like it needs to be replaced. Which is convenient because that's what we're doing. For replacements, I'm using NGK V-Power. In the world is that? Huh. Tripod. Anyway, I hope I'm still in focus. Anyway, I'm using NGK V-Powers, copper. This is what was OEM on this vehicle. So that's what I'm going back to. Probably wouldn't have hurt me to go ahead and upgrade to platinum or the newfangled iridium plugs, but I'm using OEM, can't go wrong there. So I just double check, compare. Ooh, nice plastic sleeve. That's pretty cool. Confirm. Yep. They are the original plugs. Somewhere around here I got a gap tester, but I can also just do this and check. Yep, that's original. That's direct gap. Again, these are a long ways down here, so this is my first time using this nice deep socket, so I'm hoping it's going to hold everything for me. It's got that rubber inside it, and I think she'll do nicely. I'm going to just finger tighten these down for the time being. So, go do like this. Like this. Alright. Very good. I hope that wasn't important. It's just old spark plug. I'll get that up in a second. Get this in here like this. Drop this down. Another plug. I typically mess with older cars. My plug of choice is normally a Champion or Autolite or sometimes a Motorcraft or AC Delta. These MGKs, they're really nice. I approve. And the last one. Alright, now I got all four of them in, and one thing that I've seen recommended is put it down with a torque wrench. Well, it specifies on there what I should be doing in foot-pounds. My 3/8 torque wrench does inch-pounds. So I got on the good old Google machine right here, and I converted over to foot-pounds to inch-pounds, and hopefully everything's right, and we'll get these suckers on here. Also, it says on the box if a torque wrench isn't available, tighten it finger tight and then go 1/2 to 2/3 of a turn past that. So we'll get it pretty close to right. So anyway, all right, come on. Right about, I might back off this a little bit. Well, we just want to make sure everything's right. There we go. Clicky clicky. You don't want to put too many ooga doogas on here, because you do that, you break one off in there, and probably have to take it to the dealership after that, and they're going to like you a lot. Your wallet isn't going to like you at all, though. Alright. So we got them torqued down. Ooh. A little protective cover came off. I'll take care of this rig. Anyway, pretty simple job. Let's put the coil packs back on here. Alright, still got a lot of lubricant on them. Tighten these up. Put on tighten mode first of all, but tighten these up to 79 inch-pounds. So. Remember, this one here wasn't torqued at all. 79 inch-pounds. All right. Alright, so she's all ready, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up, put my tools away, and then I'm going to test on her. I'm going to take her down the road, make sure she's doing alright, and probably ride up to the parts store of a Walmart, get some Earl, come back and do an oil change on this rig. So just bear with me for a moment while I clean up, and may even take y'all for a ride with me as I go test on her. Again, this is the premiere episode, so my camera work is, just forgive me. This is all new to me. I've got you sitting on a tripod with a fairly old camera. I see the red light on, so it's working. I'm going to try this out, see how I like it, and you know, if this turns out to be something I do on a long-term basis, which I hope it is, I'll upgrade to some better equipment. And as you can see behind me, I got a old 64 Fairlane. I wish I'd thought about doing these videos when I first started work on that. So she's been an interested rig. She's running and driving now. I might even take her to a cruising tonight. But there's still a lot of work to be done on that. There's cars that are in the garage behind me. And I plan on doing a lot of these videos, so I hope y'all stick around, enjoy, and hit the subscribe button. I'll try to keep some interesting content coming up on, well, dang it all, on a regular basis, but I'm going to clean up right now, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back with y'all, and we're riding to the Walmart, pick up some oil. And I've driven the thing probably about 5 miles since I left the house, and I hadn't noticed the bucking or the hesitation like I was, and actually it seems to be going exceptionally smooth. I'm starting to get into some city traffic. We'll really find out here in a little bit, but so far so good. And I'd show y'all more, but this is kind of boring right now, but I guess in this case boring is a good thing. So we should be at Walmart here in a few minutes. So right now, yeah, it used to be bucking in this situation, and it's not now. Anyway, my co-pilots are here. They're the best helpers in the world. But, yeah, we'll be picking up our oil shortly, and hopefully we'll have this rig ready to go here soon. Welcome back to Two Labs Garage. I know earlier in this episode I was calling it something else. I came to find out that name had already been taken, so in honor of my two girls that you'll probably see poking around in this and other videos, I decided to call it Two Labs Garage. So anyway, if you don't know, Labrador Retrievers are the best dogs in the world. I'm a little biased, but I love them, and they're my children. Anyway, back to work on the wife's oil change. Getting this Jeep all ready for her so she can be good to go. Went to Walmart earlier, picked up some Mobil 15W20. Plenty of it in stock. That's a great motor oil. Price isn't too bad. And also, this is the first new vehicle I ever bought. My wife and I ever bought. And to this date, the only one, so I've tried to take really good care of this. And I said earlier too that I was overdue on the oil change. I also checked my calendar and found that the date that's up in the windshield from last time, anyway, it's due today, so we're actually right on time. The mileage still has a little ways to go before it's due on mileage, but as far as date, it is due today, so we're going to go ahead and change on that. Ooh, she's hot. One thing I'm not accustomed to on the older rigs that I prefer to keep around is they don't have this bottom aerodynamic cover. And I'm thankful that the engineers at Chrysler Fiat decided to put ports in here for oil changes. It's a neat feature. If you drop something from the top of the engine, it can be a little bit of a pain to retrieve it, but anywho, it's not too bad. I'm glad they made provisions for the home mechanic, which in today's complicated vehicles, that's rather unusual. But for 2016, this really isn't bad to work on. Ow, that stuff's hot. Almost done draining. You'll wait for it to finish draining in here and go ahead and put the plug back on. I don't have any metal shavings on there. Color, not bad. Still got viscosity, so this engine's in pretty good shape. Also up top I've got the fill tube, the fill cap open, so it hopefully will flow out here a little quicker. I've been doing some driving around, so oil's good and up to temperature. And while I'm waiting on that, I'll go ahead and start trying to bust this filter loose. And actually, hopefully it's hand tight. That must be a big help. It is. Alright, good. So I got that loosened up. I'm just going to wait for this to drain a little more so I don't make too big of a mess. Wouldn't want to do that. Doesn't look nice in the driveway. See if I can get it pan under both. Hope I got, ow, that's hot. Hope I got the camera in that position where you can see everything. Like I said earlier, I'm new at all this videoing and all, so this is all new to me, getting it set up. I've actually got the camera sitting on brick right now, of all things, just to hold it up, and it's just getting the job done. I'm not upset with it. Just hope everything, y'all can see everything. Ah, yes. That don't look bad at all. So, I'm using a Hastings filter. These can be difficult to find at a lot of parts stores. I order them online, and I like Hastings for a variety of reasons. Mainly because many years ago, when I was bored, I watched several YouTube videos where people would cut open different oil filters. You get to see what's inside them and learn which brands are good, which brands I'd rather not use. And I found out that there's really a lot of good brands out there. Particularly ones that are made by Wix, Purolator, Motorcraft, the last I knew anyway was made by Purolator. They're excellent filters. But also, Baldwin makes an excellent filter. But I hardly ever see them anywhere, even online. Another brand that was just an outstanding quality that I found was Hastings. And when I order parts, sometimes I'll look and just order up some filters that fit what I need, and I'll look at the brands that ship in the same order that are good quality brands. And this last time I put in a filter for, or excuse me, an order for filters for the Jeep, Hastings was it, and I've been real pleased with their quality. I use them on a lot of my vehicles, so you can buy these. Pretty good filters. But if I was ordering filters and Hastings didn't ship with it, but they have Wix or Purolator or Motorcraft or something along those lines, I'd be happy to order them without thinking twice. So anyway, as you can see, I wet the gasket, put some oil inside the filter already, so it'll build up pressure a little quicker if I can just get things start on here. I don't know why it's fighting me. Normally I don't have this kind of trouble. What's going on today? There we go. I thought. What was that? I don't know where my rag went. Oh, I was laying on it. Okay, got my thing, oil filters on, wipe down the plug real good so it's nice and clean, and we're putting that back in. Also, while I'm down here, I'm going to check on these brake pads. They are original to the vehicle, and hey, trouble, and I want to keep it that way. I got some new pads in. I just think I'm going to run out of time today. But we don't have any pitting or grooving in the rotor, so I'm going to need to get to this sooner rather than later, but certainly it can go hurt if I don't get to it today. So anyway, I'm going to clean up down here, and I'll meet y'all topside. Okay, so we're back to the topside now. Really the only thing we got left is pour the oil in this. Whoa! This is a two-hand job. I'm sure that's going to smell real good. Alright, so we'll wipe this cap down. Put it back on. Wipe some of this mess I made down. And anyway, that's it. Oil's changed. We got spark plugs in. She's running good. I'm real pleased with the results from today. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put a date reminder up in the top corner of the windshield. And you don't have to use one of those fancy little static cling stickers like all the oil change places, Jiffy Lube, etc. does. I mean, they're great. Nothing wrong with it, but you can also just use a piece of painter's tape and write the mileage and the date down with a Sharpie. In the case of what I do for my wife, I leave a little note says I love you or something along those lines on there just to make her feel special, because she's a wonderful person and deserves that. Thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget, you enjoy this, I'm going to try to get more content out like this. I'm more going to be working on older stuff than this new stuff, but I'll do it all. Please don't forget, hit the like, subscribe button at the bottom, hit the little notification bell. I understand I'll let you know when I got something new up. And I hope to get some more content out for you soon. Enjoy. This is 2 Labs Garage signing off. Until next time, have a great day.